Well, very little happened. I got here about 2 minutes after 10. There were very few people, one table. John Kinney is signing his registering voters. But as time goes, very few police actually, and the only media is KPBA. But as
free speech zone. Free speech zone. Which is more publicly accessible. And visible. Would some of the registered voters help us move over to Occupy Array's free speech zone?
moving the table. And we
Anyone help us here?
By the way,
the free speech zone?
the police removed all the barriers. Okay, it's the movement.
In the sunshine.
I'm videoing. Talk to you later.
Benjamin?
Hey,
Just registered. Benjamin Seabrook? Oh well, c'est la vie.
You going all the way up on the brick? Hey, go on, John. What's going on?
we're leaping over to what's called the free speech zone. There seems to be some.
Right there. Black by the coffee street, right there.
Raymond Lutz was arrested.
And why can't we be here?
Well, the reason we can be here is because of Robbins versus Premier. It's the same Supreme Court case that allows parents for cause action to target and
Registration ceremony tables when they register for voter registration.
Miriam, you with me?
Registration ceremony.
Miriam's on this side over here.
They have a table this size out there. We should be treated just like them. We're citizens.
Hey, if you guys,
Hey, Rachel, do you have the
if you want an interview on why we moved,
Brunyard?
We're citizens just like the immigration ceremony voter registration. They don't like this table.
Hey, Tony. This big table can't be here.
But the
So, and the consequences will be they'll be arrested.
every month they have a table.
can you explain to this officer why we're allowed to be here?
Sorry.
Rachel, I got it right here if you need it.
Hi, Rachel. Nice to meet you. So I was the attorney for Canvas for Cause when Target sued us as a privately owned shopping center, asking us to leave. And Robbins versus Premier, the same Supreme Court case that is for this privately owned property, the judge upheld that. So we maintain our right to stay here under that 30-year-old doctrine and occupy privately owned space that has become the public forum because people are able to go and come as they please, because people don't distinguish the Civic Center as private versus public, but rather everyone comes to enjoy the Civic Center the same. So that's why the Supreme Court would uphold our right to be here registering voters in the same way that Democrats and Republicans can be on the other side registering voters after the naturalization ceremonies every month. We're just asking for non-arbitrary and discriminatory enforcement of the laws.
Exactly.
We want to be respected and we want to be able to be here registering voters in the most publicly accessible, visible place so that as many of our fellow citizens can come and participate in democracy as possible. So that's why it's important that we're here right now and the Supreme Court upholds that decision.
We support that completely. You're welcome to be here and do voter registration as much as you possibly want to. What you cannot do is set up the tables. So we will allow you to be here, do voter registration. You may not set up the table. That's where the line's drawn.
The immigration ceremony, they have tables just like that, sir.
I'm not going to stand here. I'm not going to stand here and go back and forth on this. What I will share with you again is you have the right to be here. You have the right to peacefully assemble and protest. You also have the right to do voter registration here. What you don't have the right to do is set up a table.
But the immigration ceremony has the right to set up a table.
That's it.
It's really important.
There is a permitting process
treat
to
us equally, sir?
Let her finish, please.
The right to be here in public space and to in public and private space and register voters includes the right to have a table and a chair, because those things are necessary, because as you're registering people to vote, you need that hard surface to be able to fill that out. It's a necessary part of our free speech rights and our civic engagement. So that's why,
let me finish. You would be happy to provide you. There's tables already there, and there's chairs out here in this patio area.
It's a dinner tray.
Please use those. You may not set up additional tables and chairs. The tables and chairs are already here. There's concrete tables and seating over there. Please use that all you want to do your voter registration. I'm asking you politely, I don't want to take enforcement. Let me finish. I don't want to take. It's no selective enforcement.
It's very
sir.
selective.
But please don't set the table up. If you do, you're subjecting yourself to arrest.
So the reason why those tables don't work for us is because they're over there away from public view from the street. So what we need to do is be in a place where people can see us, see that we're registering voters, so we can come and as they stop by, like, oh, I'm not registered to vote. That way we get as much involvement as possible because this is still considered a public forum under Pruneyard. We're able to be here and we have the right to have the tables here where we choose to be in the most public visible space.
You do not have the right to have the tables here. You do have the right to be here and do voter registration, and we're going to support that. Thank you.
And treat us equally,
Mic
sir.
check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Officer Long has informed us that we will be arrested if we set up a table as is our right in this section of the Civic Center. As an attorney, I have to tell you that he will arrest you even though it is unconstitutional to do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Check.
You're welcome.
Robbins versus Pruneyard.
Robbins versus Pruneyard.
Robbins versus Pruneyard.
Robbins versus Pruneyard.
First Amendment.
First Amendment.
We have the right.
We have the right
to free speech.
to free speech.
We are exercising our rights.
We are rights.
That's my lawyer.
I got pictures of Rachel.
Voters. In this great democracy of ours. In the shadow. Corporate interest. And the city attorney.
My opinion.
And the city council.
And the mayor. Please don't bring a police state down upon us. Thank you.
I'm not trying to cause problems with the town.
You need to stay back here.
Hi.
We're trying to deal with this right now. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
What was your name?
Rachel Scoma. RACHEL
Are you in private practice?
I work, I'm actually an activist of Canvas for a Cause. I'm also the attorney.
Thank you, ma'am.
Represent Canvas for a Cause against target.
You know it's not your business. It's not his business. It costs a lot of money and it's just not worth it. So why would you make such a technicality?
It's a lot more complex than you're saying, and here's why. If you let me finish.
No, I was
None of that. Granted, still causing a lot of Robbins or the same Supreme Court case that protects us being right here, Senate.
You made a statement. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention.
It did not. We do not have tables for that, so it was, we don't have tables. But what we do know is that people who are registered petitioners set up tables all the time. All the time.
Right here, so we are right now.
And that has consistently been...
We're finding out, Dave. Hang on. I am prepared. All right, everybody knows the Golden Collection.
California, right here.